What time is it? It's journey time. Thanks for stopping by for another creative journey using Stampin' Up products. Today we're going to be making this adorable Halloween shaker card using the Hallows Night Magic Bundle. And I do store my dies on a magnetic sheet with my stamp set. So these are the dies that come with it. And we'll also be using the matching embossing folder and some sequins. So let's go ahead and get started. Now on this card, I'm going to make the next one a little bit differently. I put Cajun, because I used the colored cardstock in here, so I put the matching cardstock on that inside. We're going to be doing it just a little bit differently, but can you see the fun stuff inside? So I'm starting with a 4.5 by 11 piece of cardstock folded in half. So 5.5 by 4.25 will be the end result, just like your regular card. All the every product I use and all the measurements and scores and everything will be down below under the like and subscribe buttons, along with the bell that you can click on to get notified each time I post another video. So I'd love to have you join us. Sit back, relax, especially during this time. And be creative. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my sentiment on the inside. And so I've already pre-stamped this. And I'm going to, using adhesive, put this on the inside. Always make sure it's facing you. And any adhesive you buy, that's how you know you're rolling the right way. You've got to roll in the right direction. And we're going to put this in there. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do something that's a technique that's been around forever, but for some reason I think we use it less and less. But I'm going to distress the edges of my cardstock. So see, with just a little bit of distressing just gives it a completely different look. So you just do that by taking your scissors and running it along. You know, even if you take a tear, that's okay. It just adds to the distress. Okay. And for the sake of time, I've already distressed one, and then I've taken black ink and sponged the sides. So this is the next layer that I'm going to put on. So you're going to distress it with your scissors all the way around until you get the desired look. Sometimes bigger scissors probably work better. And then I'm going to lay that layer. That's my first layer. Whoops, make sure you have it on good. Make sure you have it lined up, top and bottom and sides. All right. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to distress my piece. This is rich razzleberry. I'm going to distress the edge of that and also sponge it just a little bit with a black. And magically I come up with this. So I'm going to go ahead and put that aside. Now I also cut out a piece of the paper. Now this is the side I used for the first card, but I decided I like the back. So I'm going to take this piece, it's 2.5 by 4, and I'm going to adhere it kind of to the center and kind of a little bit up. And I'll show you how to tell if you have it in the right spot. Is I want it to cover the inside of here. So I'm just going to place that there where I like it. Line it up and push. Whoop, it's crooked and won't even matter. Okay, because it's going to show just like that. Now I'm going to take Stampin' Up has these amazing, they're so flexible, they're just really easy to work with, foam adhesive strips. I'm going to begin building my area. Now this should have been straight, but it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to put this though towards the outside, cut it off there, then from here to about there, and use the rest of that strip there. And I need a little bit more, so I'll just pull out some more. finish my side. And then up to here. And it doesn't really matter what it looks like, you guys. Now, some people are particular, and I understand. That's fine. That's not me. I'm creative and I explode. But nobody will ever know. So now I want to take, and on this piece here, I need to put my window sheet. So Stampin' Up has the best window sheets. You can use acetate, but I'm telling you, these are just thicker, better, clearer. They're just amazing. So to adhere this, because this is embossed, now I cut this out using the dies that came with the set, the bundle. So on this one, I just used this piece here alone and cut out the window. Then to make this outer piece, I had to use both. So because I'm making a bunch and I don't want to have to line it up every time, I create a template and glue it down so that I can just run this on top of the gold foil through the die cut machine over and over again, and it's in exactly the right spot. Does that make sense? So it's just really good if you're going to make more than one to make a template and then die cut them all so that you have this, which is going to go over this. Okay? So now I want to put my acetate on the back because this is going to be the front. So I'm going to put glue here. Or you could probably put it on the acetate as a better idea so that it's in the right spot, but either way. Just have to add a little bit more right here. Okay. Now I'm going to set that aside to dry a little bit. And then I'm going to go back to this and I'm going to add sequins. Now I have these that I've got out of the mini catalog. So I'm going to throw some of these in here. They're orange and gold and good colors. A little bit of gold won't hurt either. And then these are retired Peaceful Poppy sequins. And I also threw in some orange sequins I had laying around. I'm going to put a bunch of those. But I also die cut this for the bottom part, for this here, out of the black labor paper, which is absolutely beautiful. So what I like to do though is take those pieces and I'm going to put them in with the shiny side up. So I'm going to put those, get all those chads out here on my tabletop. And then I'm going to use them. My hands are sticky. It's my third video. Okay, and then one more right here. Okay, so I have all the little chads out, so I have my piece now. But these I want to put in here, but I want to put them in with their heads up. So I'm going to use my tool. I want the shiny side up because it's not going to have room in there to tip over, I don't think. So I'm going to pick them all up, shiny side up, and put them in here. That one went in the wrong way. And it wouldn't matter, but I just think this shiny side is so much cuter. And this just gives me added shape, you know, added fill. And then I'm going to show you one more way to put added fill in. Okay. That one's the wrong side up. That's okay. All right, so that should be enough. Now I'm going to do something. I have this gold thread that I got out of the mini catalog, and I mentioned in one of my videos that it does tend to fray a little bit, so you have to tie the ends when you're working with it. It helps to stop the fray. But I got to thinking how cute this would be, so I'm just doing this and letting it fray. So as it shakes and stuff, I suppose it'll fray more, but it just gives it some gold sparkle in there. Okay. And it will definitely fray as time goes by. Shake, shake, shake. So now I have all my shaker in there. Now I'm going to take the top off of all my foam adhesive strips so that the sticky edge is pointing up. And I'm going to lay my piece here, line it up, and press. Now I have my shaker element complete. How easy is that? Okay. Now I'm going to take, and I'm going to use pop dimensionals, and I'm going to pop this up a little bit. So I cut this out, like I said, using this template that I created for the first one to make sure that they're even, so I don't have to line them up every time. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to use mini dimensionals and just put them in key places. And in the last video, I left the air conditioning on in my shop, and apparently it really sounded out. So it's a little bit warm in here today. I live in about 30 minutes from Palm Springs, so it is a hot one today. So now I'm going to line that up, and there's my frame. Isn't that adorable? Okay. Now I've already cut out this bottom piece here, so I'm going to sneak that up under it using Tombow. Probably should have done this first, but now start from one edge and line it up, pull it over. Tombow dries clear, so it's okay. And then just snip off the edge here. There you go. And then I've pre-cut. These are so cute. This glimmer paper is so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it on video or not, but it really shines, and it's just great paper. So I want him to look like he's flying, so I'm going to kind of crease him, bend him a little bit. Okay, then I'm taking a piece of this silver mesh that's in the mini catalog. It's really for Christmas. I used it on a Christmas card earlier, and I'm going to tie a knot in it. And I just thought it kind of looked cobwebby, so I just wanted to try it in here too, and I thought it gave it a good pop. Okay, so using a glue dot, I'm going to glue this down. Where are my glue dots? Let me grab another set. I'm using the mini glue dots that come in with Paper Pumpkin. I say that every time, but I just get so many that you don't use them all, and so I have many left over. Waste not, want not. So I'm going to put a couple. All right, and then peel off the cover and stick that right there. Okay, so doesn't it kind of look cobwebby? I think it does. And then I'm going to take my first one and I'm going to glue it down. Now I'm going to use a larger glue dot, which I don't know why Stampin' Up stopped selling the larger glue dots, but I do have other brand, so I will use it. We used to sell this brand actually. So using a glue dot to make sure that it's secured good to that, I'm going to put him right there. Isn't he cute? And then again, I can use the mini glue dots. I'll put 2 on for the little bat. 1, 2. Okay, again, I want to fold him up and bend him first. Give him some dimension. It's just moldable. It's sort of flexible, moldable. And then take off the top. And put him right there. Isn't that cute? Now I think it needed just a few, well, let's put the sentiment on first. So it's trick or treat. So let me pull that sentiment out. And what I did was I just stamped it, because these smaller ones for me give me a little bit of trying to stamp them straight. So I just do them first, then using long scissors, cut straight, and I get the perfect. Okay, to make it scary, we're going to go ahead and sponge it with the black Memento ink that we used on the rest of it. Because my motto is 99% of the time it's not done until it's sponged. So, all right, put that away. Now this I'm going to actually put, because it's on the foil paper, you know, sometimes things don't stick as good to that. So I'm going to stick 2 glue dots right here. And we do, Stampin' Up sells the roll of mini glue dots. So even if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you still have access to the mini glue dots. They're just not like this. Isn't that adorable? Now let's put some sequins on. You know, and they say threes, 5s, odd numbers. And so I'm going to use my tool, and I'm actually going to using these here that are out of the, you get so many. I mean, I have enough for forever, but I think I'm going to put a red one right there, and then a gold one, gold one right there. Oops. And then I think a green one, Halloween colors. There we go. I don't think I have enough glue down, so let me grab the glue real quick. Okay. This one's going to give me, it's the problem child. I had a few of those. So what do you think? Isn't that adorable? And now I'm just going to stick this to my base, which I already did, rather. So this is to the base. What do you think? Shake, shake, shake. And there you have a great Halloween card. So I hope you like it. Again, this set, it's the Hallows Night Suite. You can get the bundle. You can get all the goodies that go along with it. Like, look at these. Aren't these beautiful? I'm going to use these in a future video with on the back of a spider. It's going to look amazing. So take a look. Go to journeytime.stampinup.net and take a look at what products Stampin' Up has to offer. And like I said, I've listed everything I've used below in the description, but you're going to want to take a look at the mini catalog as well as the annual catalog, because in this time when we're sitting at home, let's just do something fun. We need to have fun, and a hobby is a great idea. All right, so once again, thank you for joining me. This is Kathy Haynes with Journey Time with Stampin' Up, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.